Do fireworks send your nervous system into panic mode? Maybe it's the 4th of July, or a random Thursday night, or a siren that just comes out of nowhere. If loud, sudden noises make you jump or startle you or just shut down, you're not broken and you're not being dramatic. You are having a very real, very human response. Today I'm going to share a few things that have helped me when my startle response takes over and is running the show. When your brain has been through a trauma, whether that's a concussion or PTSD or sensory processing differences or even chronic stress, your startle response can get stuck on high alert. That response is your amygdala firing your fight or flight response. It's your brain's way of keeping you safe. For me, the sound of fireworks is really close to the sound that I heard during the accident that caused my brain injury. My body hears boom and instantly thinks we're back in danger. This is a classic PTSD response. Your body doesn't check to see, oh, is this threat real? Am I okay? It just reacts. This happens for so many reasons. Military experiences, growing up in a loud or unpredictable home, long-term stress, neurodivergence, or brain injuries like mine. And the good news is that there are ways to keep your brain safe. I'm going to share things that worked for me, but please remember that I am not your doctor. I am not a doctor. These are just things that I have learned as I've healed. My name's Larissa, and here on the Concussion Crew, I share tips and tricks for making life a little bit easier. Here are some things you can do ahead of time to prepare yourself. These are things that I find helpful before a long weekend when I know that there are going to be fireworks. Create a calming space before the noise begins. That can mean closing curtains, closing blinds so that you're insulating your eyes a little bit from any bright lights. You can set out a weighted blanket or a weighted stuffy. You can dim the lights so that it feels like your environment is soothing. You can even grab some comfort items. Small changes can really lighten your sensory load, and this will give your nervous system a head start. The next thing I do is prep my tools. Sound layering is something that has become really important to me. First, I've got my loops dulling the edges of sharp sounds. I've got my noise canceling headphones, and then I listen to either a funny or a soothing podcast or audiobook. I have a number of different series that I listen to on audiobook that are very familiar to me, so I don't have to really pay attention, but the familiarity and the rhythm are really comforting to me. Audiobooks that I listen to again and again are the Rip in Time series by Kelly Armstrong. I like From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. Or I'll put on a podcast, and I usually lean into something hilarious, something that is going to make me laugh and lighten the load, like Help I Sexted My Boss or Normal Gossip. Light, fun things, and I usually re-listen. I'm not looking to tax my brain. I'm not trying to distract with new information. I know that my system is going to be vibrating at a high frequency. So I'm just looking for some soothing distractions that I don't have to work too hard to focus on. It keeps my brain busy with something that feels safe and predictable. This one's easy to skip, but it makes a big difference. Telling your family or your partner or your roommate what you're doing and why can take so much pressure off you. And it's not about asking permission, and it's not about warning them. It's just creating a safety net for both of you. Something you can try saying is, I'm planning on using my headphones before the fireworks start. If you notice me looking overwhelmed or if something seems off, Would you mind giving me a gentle check-in or helping to distract me? When the people around you know that you are being intentional, you're not just zoning out or having a moment, they can help instead of actually making it harder. It also helps to remove the fear of being interrupted in a jarring way, right? You've given them a heads up so that they don't scare you, and you're setting up expectations ahead of time so that you can focus on taking care of you. Things I do when I'm in the thick of it, when I am stressed, when the fireworks are going off. Grounding techniques can help to bring your mind out of panic mode and back into the present. These are little sensory check-ins to remind your brain that, you know what you're thinking about? That's not happening right now. We are here, today is now, and we are safe. Examples of grounding exercises include surface orientation, where you can lie down or sit down and you just become really aware of where your body is touching the ground or the chair. So your feet on the floor, the backs of your thighs on the chair, your butt on the chair, your back against the chair back. I like to do it lying down on the ground, and I'll start at my feet and kind of notice my body on the floor. You can hold on to an object with texture, whether that's something soft or fluffy or a smooth stone maybe, and focus your attention on what you've got in your hand. Drinking something cold or putting an ice pack on the back of your neck or on your forehead are things that can help to bring your attention back from what I experience is I can picture the car accident happening very clearly. So being able to remind myself that, yeah, that sounded like it, but I'm safe is really a game changer. And good news, we've put together a bunch of free, downloadable, printable PDFs. They're available on the Concussion Crew website, theconcussioncrew.com, which is linked in the description below. They are easy to reference when your brain is just too tired to think. Keeping your hands and your eyes busy can help redirect your focus away from loud noises. Puzzles are amazing for this. They are structured, goal-oriented, and a little bit hypnotic, but in the best kind of way. Solo board games are another of my favorites. I actually made a full video where I walk you through some of the best ones for low energy or anxious days where you need a little distraction. I'll make sure to link that here too. It's something that I am working on and I'm doing better at. I could still be better, but I am doing better at is speaking to myself like I would a friend. And it totally feels cheesy at first, but it really makes a difference. The way you talk to yourself changes the way your brain responds to stress. Self-compassion actually down-regulates your stress response. I can get into a spiral where I get upset and then I start chewing myself out and being like, oh my gosh, suck it up. Like, pull it together, woman. You are fine. You are safe. It was 5 years ago. You're doing so much better. This is not how I would speak to somebody else who was obviously upset and in the middle of big feelings, big, hard emotions. One of the best things that my psychologist taught me was to use the two things can be true at the same time. So validating that, yes, I feel scared, but I am safe. Because it makes sense that I'm scared. It sounds like something that really ripped my life apart. Of course you're going to be scared, but you're not there anymore. You're here and you're safe. Loud sounds are really startling for everybody, but I know where I am and who I'm with. I feel frozen and I can take my time. If you're feeling frustrated, like, why is my body still doing this? Maybe try this. It is frustrating that my system's reacting like this, and it makes sense. given what I've been through. That validation helps your brain to soften and to come back into connection with the rest of you. And then once it's all done, fireworks are over, everything is quiet again. What do we do to calm down? Because even after the noise stops, your body might still feel wired or totally drained. And that is normal. Think of this like a post-workout recovery for your nervous system. Help bring your body back down gently. Try lying on the floor and stretching slowly. Humming has been proven to help calm your system, so hum your favorite song, or even try rubbing lotion into your hands. What you're trying to do is remind your body that it can let go of all that tension that it's built up. And nurturing yourself isn't just about being nice to yourself. It's actual nervous system regulation that has scientifically been shown to help. When you do something kind or cozy or soothing for yourself, your body releases oxytocin, and that calms down your fight or flight system. You can nurture yourself however feels good for you. So grab a cozy blanket, rewatch your favorite feel-good movie, or even your favorite episode of Friends. Sip something warm and delicious, or cuddle your pet if you have one. And yes, bring on the snacks. A treat is not a bribe. It is a signal. It says to your brain, we made it through something hard and you are doing great. Remember that fireworks are a lot of fun, but they're not a lot of fun for everyone. You're allowed to skip fireworks if they are not fun for you. If they are too late, too loud, too bright, too much, just tell people that you are going to skip it. It's okay. And people randomly light fireworks throughout the summer. At least they do in my neighborhood. I would suggest having a kit. I have loops that stay in my purse and I have loops that stay in my house so that I have the tools that I need where I need them, whenever I need them. So maybe you'll want to put loop earplugs into your kit. Maybe you'd want to put your favorite chocolate bar aside so that if surprise fireworks or sirens or something jacks up your system, once you're calm again, you've got a little sweet treat. Loud sounds do not have to wreck your night. You can take steps ahead of time, you can take care of yourself in the moment, and you can recover afterwards in ways that feel good. Your body is trying to protect you, and it's okay to thank it, thank your brain, and then take a gentler path. I would love to hear your tips on what helps you when your startle response kicks into high gear. Make sure you drop those in the comments below. Remember, you can say no thank you to festivals or fairs that you know are going to be loud and disruptive. You can say no thank you to fireworks displays. And please remember that you are not alone trying to learn how to feel a little bit safer in a world that is not always quiet.